Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Tuesday. Usually do a video every Wednesday, obviously, but I wanted to get this video out to kind of highlight. I've had some people ask me if I would do a video on what I'm pre-ordering. So I figured, yeah, I'll just do that. I've got my Midtown pre-order list up here. I've got 40 comics in the list of books that I plan on purchasing for the month of January. These are January pre-orders. So yeah, let's just jump into it here. I'll go through each item, kind of give you an overview of what I'm looking at to pre-order and buy in advance. So first off, it's all alphabetical here. So I got Aquaman number 56. This is the scan variant. So the B cover, a lot of them in the past have been by Middleton, Joshua Middleton, and now it looks like Scan. I don't know if this is just a one-off or he's going to continue it or not, but man, I mean, he's a great artist as well. I pretty much love any Scan cover. And I like this one because of the light at the surface coming down through and the shadows of the different sea life. I mean, it's just fantastic. And who doesn't like a big octopus tentacle? So I just think it's a great image. I've not been reading Aquaman consistently. The issues I have read have been pretty decent. Kyle Higgins is the writer on that. But the issues I have read haven't been bad. It hasn't been good enough where I'm like, wow, I got to get the next issue kind of thing. So basically, it's a total cover buy, which, it's a great cover. So in my opinion, it's worth picking up. Next on the list is Basket Full of Heads number 4. Pretty much going to order this all the way through. I think it's a 4 to 5 issue run. I'm not too sure. I don't think it in the solicitation it doesn't really indicate. I don't know if this is going to be an ongoing or not, but I haven't read any of them. I think I get my Midtown order this week, so I'll have issue number 1 in that order. But I figured I'd at least try the first 5 issues of this. Joe Hill is the son of Stephen King. A lot of people don't know that. I know Jim's Comics thought he was the son of Tom King. I give him a little rib on that. It was pretty funny. So obviously he knows a little something about the construction of horror. Heir to the king of horror, in my opinion, Stephen King. I don't think there's anybody better at writing horror than him, and at least not in the modern age. Maybe you got to go back to Edgar Allan Poe maybe to even get close. So this book looks really good. The covers have been really nice on this, so I'm definitely looking forward to that read. Should have issue number 1 this week. Next on the list is Batman Curse of the White Knight number 6. There's 2 covers here. I've been picking up both covers on every issue. I think this is a 12-issue run, if I remember correctly when they announced the series. I believe it's a 12-issue run. So exploring more of the past, the early past and the early days of Gotham. So it should be pretty good. The B cover. It was the great-grandfather of Bruce Wayne, I believe. So this should be a pretty good read. It's Sean Murphy has been doing a pretty good job with the series. I definitely loved the regular White Knight that he had, that first series that came out. Black Label, so it's a really nice premium format. Definitely a book that I think you have to pre-order that for sure. Batman number 86, the Mattina cardstock variant. Beautiful cover by Mattina as usual. He always does a nice job. This one looks awesome. Nice action scene. Looks like we'll get some Deathstroke action in this issue. He's on the cover. James Tynion is doing the writing on that. You got interior art by Tony Daniel. So this is the launch of a new direction for Batman. Tom King ends his run at 85. So, it's a marquee issue. There's also a couple of Dynamic Forces variants that are coming out on this. I'm contemplating whether to pick one of those up or not. Obviously, they're a little pricey. I think the cheapest one was 30 bucks. It's a cover C. It looks like a different cover. You'll have to look for yourself, but it definitely looks like a different cover than the one pictured here. So I don't know if C, D, and F, or is it, yeah, C, D, and then there's this Dynamic Signed +1. Yeah, so I don't know what to make of this, but I guess it's just a little bit of a risk. I don't know if it's the same cover. It looks like a different cover that's really cool by Mattina as well. So that might be worth taking a look at. Batman 87, they don't have the cover on that yet released, but it is a Mattina cover, so I'm going to automatically pre-order that. Blood Realm #1. So it looks like they're relaunching this for a 3rd volume. It's a good read. I've been reading this straight through since issue 1 of volume 1, and it's kind of cool. It's a cheap comic book. I mean, it's only $1, so it's red and black. I love the fact that all the covers are red and black, and the interior artwork is really kind of cool as well. So I like it. It's a good book, and it's only $1, so it's not a big risk there. Next one on the list is Captain Marvel: The End one-shot. Covered by Raza. Beautiful cover by Raza. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful. I'm interested in seeing how they do that. So that's definitely one that I'm interested in reading, and I would have bought it just for the cover anyway. So hopefully it's decent. Next on the list is Daredevil #16. Really nice Tedesco cover. Chip Zdarsky's been doing a good job. I think Daredevil, in my opinion, is one of the best Marvel titles. It's kind of a sleeper. It's not, it's not advertised as one of the best, but I think it is. I think it's been really, really good. Artwork interior's been really good, and you've got nice covers by Tedesco, so that's one I will be pre-ordering pretty much every month. Deadeye's #4. Another nice, cool book by Image. I love the story on it. I bought the original series when it was Dead Rabbit, the first 2 issues of that. I got the incentive covers. I've been a pretty big proponent of Deadeye's. I highly recommend it. Jerry Dugan's writing in it is excellent. McCrea's art's good, really solid, so it's just overall a great book, so I definitely recommend that. Detective Comics 359 Facsimile Edition. Definitely a book that I'll probably never own, not just because it's expensive, but maybe also because it's just not a comic I really have high on my grail list. There's a lot of other books I'd rather buy for that kind of money before I would buy that one. So, but, the Facsimile, absolutely, I'll be picking that up. Detective Comics 1019. Now, this might be one of the best covers, in my opinion, coming out in January. Beautiful Lee Bermejo, I always pronounce his name wrong, Bermejo cover, and that is just fantastic. I love that cover. And the fact that it's this cardstock, it's going to be on a nice thick cardstock paper, limited trade dress, heck yeah, I'm all over that. That book will do well, I guarantee it. Doctor Strange: The End one-shot. Another one of these with a Raza cover. Awesome cover by Raza. I really like his covers. I think he's just fantastic. And I just think that's a cool image. Definitely one that I'm interested in reading and buying. So not just because of the cover, but also finding out what happens to Doctor Strange. Dollhouse #3. Regular cover A. I think the A covers, the B covers, I don't know what they look like, and I don't know. I just think the A covers look cool on this, so I'm just going to go with the A cover on that one. Another Joe Hill production. Black Label as well. Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Terror Season 2, #4. You got a nice homage to that Incredible Hulk book. I can't remember what number it is, but I'm sure somebody will tell me that in the comments. But yeah, it's a satirical read. They're great. I've been collecting that since issue number 1, so definitely a book that I will be grabbing. Frankenstein Undone number 1. I like Frankenstein as a character. I'm always interested in reading books about him. I collected the last Frankenstein run by Mignola. I just think this one is a definite must-buy. I love the A cover. I'm not a big fan of Mignola's artwork. I like his writing a lot better than his artwork, and the A cover just was more appealing to me. So just grabbing the A cover on that. Gideon Falls number 20. Another great solid read by Jeff Lemire. Sorrentino doing the art. I mean, it's just a great combination, the two of those. I think they're going to be doing a lot of work together. They're doing that Joker Smile series. They just are a very good team, and definite pre-order buy list for me every month is Gideon Falls. So that is on the list. Gung Ho number 2. I like this cover. I think that's an homage to I'm going to say a Star Wars cover. It looks like it anyways. I did pre-order the first issue. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but I figured I'll at least pick up the first 2 or 3 issues. That ought to tell me if it's good or not. The artwork looks awesome on the cover. I think Perel did the artwork on the first issue, and then there was a couple other people. Yeah, it just looks cool, and I really like the C cover, or rather the D cover on this. I don't know why, it just looks cool. I don't know, looks interesting. So I'm picking up those 2. Hellboy Winter Special, yeah, pretty much anything Hellboy Winter Special, I've been picking that up every time it comes out. I think the last 2 years, they've pretty much had one out consistently. Yeah, just good stories. I just think it's a no-brainer buying that. So that will be on the list. Immortal Hulk 29, another beautiful cover by Alex Ross. The story lately has been a little lax for me on Immortal Hulk. It's definitely not one of my favorite reads anymore by Marvel. I think, I think I'm still going to buy it, obviously, but I'm not in love with it like I was with the first 5 or 6 issues I thought were amazing. It's sort of tailed off since then, so, but it's still on my pre-order list. And then issue number 30, another nice cover by Ross. I'm interested in this. I mean, you've got another, was it a Wendigo? I don't know if that's Wendigo. It looks kind of like Wendigo, but I don't think it is. It just says, the first Gamma Bomb unleashed a terrifying creature with impossible strength who waged war on all human authority. The authorities gave the beast a name the whole world knows, but it was someone else's name first. And now the Hulk that has returned to take it back. All right, so I don't know if this is the Hulk that needs a shave. I don't know. I'm interested in it though. I think this could be a good book. Yeah, I mean we'll find out. I think that book is worth grabbing. Maybe the story gets better there on Immortal Hulk. Immortal Hulk Great Power one shot. So this is sort of a merging between Spider-Man and the Hulk. Apparently this has been done before, or at least there's a cover of Spider-Hulk before. Someone posted it on Instagram. I should have made note of that, but yeah, I'm interested in it. Tom Taylor is good writer. Jorge Molina is good artist, so I think that's a must-buy in my opinion. Incredible Hulk 180 Facsimile Edition. First appearance of Wolverine. I know everyone's going to say, no, it's 181. No. First full appearance is 181. First appearance is definitely 180. Don't own that original in my collection. I used to own 181, so I've got the facsimile on 181. So yeah, I might as well buy the 180 comic as well, have that in the collection. This is a new one, Kids number 1. Sort of like, what's that? It's kind of a Ghostbusters homage, right? Kind of a Ghostbusters poster. These kids are foul-mouthed, raising hell, and doing battle with the living dead. It's been 3 months since a terrible epidemic turned the population into zombies. All right, so you got another zombie-themed book. Those usually do pretty well. I think this cover of the ones I looked at, this one looks the most appealing, so that's the one I'm grabbing. So Yeah, we'll see what happens. Last God #4. I've been collecting that since the first issue. I should have that this week in my Midtown order. I mean, I don't know if the story's awesome or not, but the artwork, Federici. If you don't think Federici's doing awesome artwork, then you don't understand art. So that's all I have to say about that. So that's a must-buy in my opinion. Middle West #14. Great story. I love the artwork by Corona and Scotty Young. I think he's a much better writer than artist. Just a great series. I definitely see this being made into probably an animation movie. I could see that, either an animation movie or an animation series. I don't see that ever being made into a live action, just my opinion, but yeah, I could definitely see that being made into some type of animation TV series or movie. Miles Morales, The End, one shot, another one of these, Raza cover, just a great cover. I'm interested in reading this, seeing what happens to the end. Obviously, he's an older guy now. Yeah, just I think those are all must-buys for me. Monstrous #25. It's a book I've been buying since issue #1. It's lagged for me at times. The last couple issues have been pretty good, a lot better. I think from issue 20 to like 23, it kind of, I don't know, I was a little confused what was going on there, but it's definitely been better lately. And artwork is amazing by Takada, so it's just a great series. I don't know how long they're going to be able to continue the series for, but here it says there's a new story arc starting in this issue, so yeah, we'll see where that goes. Morbius #3, the Scan cover. I mean, I love Scan. This cover's awesome. I don't know. If you're not buying this, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if the interior writing or art is going to be any good, but man, that cover is absolute fire. So it's a must-buy for me. So I'm pre-ordering that. Once in Future #6. That's been a great series by Boom Studios. Writing's been excellent. Artwork's awesome by Dan Mora. Kieran Gillen has another hit on his hands here, and it just, yeah, I think this is at the top of a lot of people's pull list these days. So definitely a book that I would recommend getting. Question: The Deaths of Vic Savage #2. This is a Black Label book by DC. Not too familiar with the Question. I mean, I've seen him in some DC storylines, but yeah, I don't have his first appearance or anything like that. So I'm not a character I've been really heavily following, but you got Jeff Lemire writing, and you got Sienkiewicz doing cover work. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I think that's one that you've just absolutely got to buy, and definitely worth pre-ordering because the price is a little higher. It's a $7 book. Skull Digger from the World of Black Hammer #2, the B cover by James Herron. Just like the B cover a little bit better, so I did pick up issue #1. I'm a big Jeff Lemire fan. I should be getting that Black Hammer issue #1 this week in my Midtown order, so I haven't read that yet, but looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure it'll be good. Something is Killing the Children #5. Another great series by Boom Studios. James Tynion. This is going to be an ongoing series. A lot of people, when it came out, thought, oh, it's only going to be a mini-series. I'm not going to collect it. It is going to be an ongoing, and I think it's going to do quite well. I mean, it's been doing quite well. I think it will continue to do well, and another awesome cover. So can't pass that up. Spawn 305, no cover on that, but it is by Matina, so I'm going to make sure that's on my pre-order list. Venom: The End, another Raza cover. Really cool looking. We'll find out what happens to Eddie Brock. Says he travels the length of space and time as the last defender of life in the universe. So, yeah, that sounds interesting. I love the cover by Raza, so absolutely have to buy that. Weapon Plus, World War IV. Beautiful cover by Kyle Holtz. Definitely looks like Swamp Thing there. So you've got a first appearance of somebody in here. Who is it? Crap. I should have wrote this down. think there is a first appearance of a new character in this issue. So one of the reasons you got to pick that up, in my opinion. Yeah, sorry, I should have wrote it down. I know it's, oh man, is it Manslaughter? Yeah, there it is, right at the end there. Duh. So Manslaughter, it's the first appearance of Manslaughter. Looks like Swamp Thing. So I'm going to pick that up. There's also a scan cover, which I can't wait to see. Unfortunately, they don't have an image of it yet. He's probably still drawing it, but definitely those two have to buy those. There's a Wonder Woman number 750, so I think they're going back to the original numbering on Wonder Woman, at least for this issue. I'm going to grab the Adam Hughes cover. There's several other artists I've contemplated grabbing. What was there? There was a Perez cover. There was, who else? There was a couple other really good artists. Adam Hughes, I kind of just want to buy the Adam Hughes one for now, and I may, it sucks that they don't show you the covers, but I may add to that. I don't know. I may look at one of the other covers and buy another one. Last but not least on the list is Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen. Number 2, the B cover by Riccardo Federici. Holy crap, this cover is awesome. It's one of my favorite covers coming out in January. You've got the Batman Who Laughs in the background. Interior art is going to be by Epping, which is awesome, and James Tinney in the writing. Yeah, I just don't know how you can't not pick this up. So I think that's Jim Gordon on the cover. Yeah, leading Jim Gordon. So I think the story's going to be awesome. The art looks, that cover is just, I'm a sucker for a red and black cover to begin with, but that cover just looks awesome. So that's it, guys. That's my pre-order list for the month of January. Looks like I'm going to be spending $115 plus shipping, so probably going to be close to $122, $123. But every book I'm buying is 35% off, so it's definitely cheaper to do this than waiting for it to come out and having it on your pull list. A lot of, 40 books. It's a good list. If there's something that I'm missing, if you guys do your pre-orders, maybe there's a book I should put on there that maybe I'm overlooking, let me know that in the comments. I would appreciate you doing that. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Share and like my videos if you can as well. That kind of helps me grow my channel. I'm up to 654 subscribers, I believe. So doing pretty well lately. Leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think. I did that live stream last night with Jim's Comics, so go check out Jim's channel. We had a really good interaction with Nick from Key Collector Comics with his app, and also the artist Esteban Salinas. Esteban was kind enough to show us a lot of his artwork that you can buy actually off his website, deviant_apple.com. Check that out if you're interested. He's got some really great images. I know I've bought several prints from him that are going up on my wall. So just a great artist, really nice guy. He's very approachable. You can message him. He responds. Just a really nice guy. So I highly recommend you check out Esteban Salinas' work on deviant_apple. All right, guys. Have a great day, and I'll look for my new comic book video tomorrow. I'll have that out in the afternoon tomorrow. Thanks.